bait right there. Hello, kiddies! Earlier this week, I was having more electrical problems. So I thought. So, if you haven't noticed, I have the front bumper on right now. It's just sitting on there, but I wanted to plug it in. So after I got it running and stuff, had a check engine light. I just thought, okay, it's probably from before, cleared it out. Check engine light came back, cleared it again. Just like, why? Kept coming back. I just thought it was reading fumes on the oxygen sensor or something. So I checked the code. Comes up, fuel pump control modules setting DCT. Okay, so you go in there, look for fuel pump module. It's not in there. Not in the modules on my scanner. So checked all the fuses. They're all good. Got in and triggered the fuel pump with my scanner. I can hear the fuel pump running. I'm like, what's wrong with this thing? So I racked my head for a couple days there. Then I'm searching the intranet, looking through the web, on the Googles. Search the problem. You know, it's saying faulty fuel pump control module stuff. Car's running fine. Just getting a check engine light, and it comes like right back after I start it the next time. So I'm going through, you know, people questioning and stuff, and then there's answers and stuff. There was one that popped up about the fuel pump control module, and they put in there, go into your scanner under fuel pump control module, check this, this, and this. Also, if you're not finding fuel pump control module, sometimes it can be considered the chassis control module. Oh, well, the chassis control module was in my scanner, so I pulled up the chassis control module. There was a code in there, and it was for the air shutters in the front bumper. So I plugged it in, and now it's happy. So it was throwing a check engine light for the fuel pump control module because the front bumper wasn't plugged in. What the heck? Anyways, we got that figured out. Check engine light's gone now, and it hasn't returned. And I've started it multiple times during the week. It still has fumes burning off. I need to take this thing out and run it. The one thing I do like, though, is from the beginning, I've ran this thing probably 5 times this week. The coolant has not moved in the tank from where we started. So that means we're not burning coolant, because it was pretty quick last time. I noticed it going down like every time I started it. I'm like, there's a little less coolant in there. So everything mechanically is fixed. Only thing we have left is the paint and bodywork. I have a little bit of bodywork on this fender, just a small smidgen on that fender, and then I got to strip the front bumper and prep it for paint. So this episode we're going to be getting everything ready for paint, and then hopefully I'd like to paint it this weekend, but I had to do a couple fixes here. So I thought I put the cover on and I could put that windshield thing in, and it does not work that way. I ended up using body sealer and going around that, because I didn't want, I mean, it would not get into the cab if it leaked out of that tray, but it would leak down into the engine bay, and it's not designed to be like that. It's supposed to let the water drain out the sides and stuff. So I did, you know, body sealer down through on that tray, because they had like a weather seal in there, and I don't have that. So seam sealer is the next best thing. The other thing we did was, right here is the line for the window washers, and it broke when I took it apart. This plastic line right here broke. I ended up finding some vacuum hose about the same size that I had here, and I heated it up and stretched it over each end and put it back together, so we have a connection there. But next video you see, it's going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be cleaning everything out of here and taking the car outside. So I want to have like all this room in here for painting, and I'm not cramped up. So we'll get the car out. That, and I won't have to mask the car off. I thought about taking my motorcycle out as well. The C10, that poor C10.
Time's coming, girl. Your time's coming.
Also, I didn't know if you guys knew this. I just found this out the other day. My torque wrench fell apart, okay? It stayed together long enough for me to torque the head bolts and stuff, but my 3/8 quarter wrench fell apart. Pittsburgh steel. Anything Pittsburgh steel from Harbor Freight is lifetime warranty. Take it back, they give you another one. So I took it back, and I said, you know, I know I'm supposed to get another one of these, but I have a question. Can I upgrade? Can I take the value of this one and get a better torque wrench? And they said, yeah, no problem. So you can trade up if you take something back that broke. So minus the price of my 3/8 Pittsburgh steel torque wrench, I went up one brand, their Quinn brand, and then the next one is, what is it? Icon. But this one's actually, it's a really nice torque wrench. It was $79, but then I took the Pittsburgh steel value off of it, which was only like $20. So I got this for like $59, but still pretty nice torque wrench. It always pays to have a good torque wrench. Yes, I had some cheap ones there. I do have a really good 1/2 one, a K-Tools one. I've had that thing for many of years, and it's never let me down. And then I didn't have a 3/8 or a 1/4 inch, so I went and got a couple of them, and I might upgrade the mini 1/4 inch one here eventually too. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yes, kids, I'm aware it's still smoking. There's a lot of coolant. It's a long exhaust system. the cat is probably filled with coolant, the whole exhaust, and then how big the muffler is, that's probably holding a bunch of coolant too. So it's going to be a while before this thing stops smoking, but I feel calm. I'm going to let this thing run for a while. I've been doing that during the week, but in the garage it gets really fumey, so I gotta, you know, I'm gonna let it sit out here and run. But I'm pretty confident in the repair, and it doesn't misfire on startup anymore. So, and there's no check engine like this time, but then next time around there probably will be. And that's just because I have the front bumper unplugged right now. See, the harder I rev it, the more it smokes, because it's getting hotter and burning it out. That's what needs to be done. What really needs to be done is it needs to be taken out on the open road and ran. So it needs to go to Mexico. That's what needs to happen. All right, so I made a little bit more room. I know I still need to clean out the garage. I got a lot going on here. A lot of that interior, that's trunk stuff that goes in the car. That's some of it's trunk stuff, some of it's stuff that needs to get thrown away. I have some pieces of some bumper here, but I'm going to keep those here for the point of color matching whenever I do it. And yeah, I have some more cleaning up to do. I know that. I've had this thing in my basement since I bought my house. Never even, I thought we were using it as a clothes rack, right, to hang clothes in the basement. This is a paint rack in my house. So I'm going to hang my fenders from that, hopefully. I have enough room to hang them both from that. I could probably almost hang the bumper from that and paint it. I don't know. I'd have to see how wide it is. So yes, I probably could hang the bumper from that, but this bumper's just too wide. It's going to be better for fenders. It would be, yeah, there's no way. Never mind. It wouldn't work unless I hung it right in the center. Yeah, we're not doing that. But I need to get this bumper stripped. There's a lot of parts to it. I started stripping like parts off of the busted bumper and stuff. So like I have one of these. I would imagine these are very expensive. These are the bumper lights. Like, why couldn't you just make that just a strip? Like, look at all this. It's like a god dang headlight. Broke one tab off, and I'm pretty sure there's already one broken on that one. So I'm not swapping them. I'm going to keep them with that. I'm going to take everything off this bumper. We're going to set it aside. And then we can get to the bodywork. And honestly, before I even do the bodywork, I think we're going to take it outside and scrub it with a good degreaser. Because I had it next to, like, all my engine parts. And like when I was spraying off them ports, I can see some residue there. I can see some residue here. It's like I don't know if it's oil or what it is, and I don't want to sand that into the bumper. So we're going to take this out and scrub it. The fender should be fine, but we need to scrub this bumper before I decide to paint it and stuff. And I'm not getting too in depth. Like, I'll sand these holes. You know what? I'll probably fix these holes. I think what we're going to do is I have fiberglass strand filler. We'll fill those with fiberglass strand filler. Maybe we'll put hot staples in the back of it and then put fiberglass strand filler in it so that it's not just the strand. It'll have a metal bar through it. That should help it stick a lot better. As for this is I have flexible Bondo. It's kind of like a glazing putty, but it's flexible. I will probably fix this up and fix this up and possibly this corner down here. But as for underneath here, you're going to get damage and stuff on this thing. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. The way these things sit, mine has scrapes under it. And I put a lip underneath mine, and I thankfully have not scraped it yet. But we need to get this thing stripped. So let's do that now. I use low vac engine degreaser from Walmart, and it says it's safe for rubber and plastic and paint and stuff. So it was like, couldn't hurt. Spray the whole bumper down with it. It says leave it on 5 minutes and then spray it off with a strong stream of water. So instead I sprayed it, covered the bumper, used a brush, agitated the dirt, and then sprayed it off. It worked pretty dang good. Now, I still have, you know, this is scuffs and stuff here, but yeah, that's not too bad at all, not too hateful. Now I need to get the hot staple gun out and put a hot staple behind each of these holes before I get started. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and do that. I saved you guys a bunch of time. Didn't save me any time, but I went around and hand sanded every crease and edge of this bumper. Now I'm going to get the air sander out and sand the rest of this. A lot of these places you can't get with an air sander, like inside the creases in here and inside of here. And I just hand sanded that just because you can see it's a nice flat surface. Sanded with 400. They painted that with that in there. Why would they do that? We're not doing that. We're going to paint this separate from the bumper. Let me get the sander out. We'll go to town on this thing, and then I got body work to do, and then I got body work to do in the fenders yet. This is actually the next day. I got sick of hand sanding yesterday. I got to get this done. Now I could have spent a lot more time trying to smooth this out, and I'm just like, I want to get this thing done. It's an R title. I'm gonna make it look good, but it's a used bumper. So I did plug the holes. They do feel good. I forced the fiberglass strand filler through, so you can see there's a drop on each of the holes. There's a drop that comes through, and that's good because it went around that wire that I put in, so there's no way that will ever come out unless they put a license plate on it and they drill it out, but I wouldn't do that. I don't like having holes in my bumper. So we're done with this for now. Now we got to come over to this. I got to do some putty work here. So we got to sand this up a little bit further. And then also right here. And I already tapped that down. I have it dipped down. I'm hoping I get that smoothed out pretty good. But that's the end of the bodywork on this. This one is going to be, I have a slight wave here, and I don't know if I should even, I'm going to try to smooth it. We'll try. Since I don't have to paint the whole way up here, we'll try to smooth that out. And I also have the same dent right here from it getting pushed in. So we'll get to that after we get this one. Now what you're seeing on there is Transtar primer, spray on primer. It's black because we are going to be painting this black, so I do have gray too. It wouldn't have hurt because I'm going over this with sealer, but I felt like using black, whatever. Now I got to sand this out. This will smooth out all the body work underneath, and then it'll be ready for sealer. This, I got this good enough that I want to put a coat of primer on it. Well, I forgot I got to hand sand that. I got some body fill up here. I kind of wiped it on and I forgot to sand that, and I can feel it. Up here, can't feel any of this transition. So a little bit of primer and then sand that. This I need to do another coat, especially right out here. This is everywhere else feels pretty good. Yeah, everywhere else feels good. So there's a slight dip like right here. So I think I'm going to add a little bit right there because I can feel it with my hand. I don't want that. Transition over here is good. I don't feel any of this. So a little bit of primer back here. After we get this bodywork done down here, I had to tap that down because it was too high. And then I'll put a little bit more Bondo on there, a little bit here, and sand it down, and then primer. Then the other fender, we have a little bit on it. We'll have to get to it, but I'll show you this once I get this worked.
It's just for tonight, and I know it's a dangerous thing.
finally, the home stretch of this Cadillac. And we have one more Cadillac. Got to tear it apart. That'll be fun. I like tearing stuff apart. Putting it back together, that's a different story. But anyways, both of these turned out really good. The bodywork is professional. No, I did it. It's not. No, but in all honesty, I mean, you can't tell because it's flat, but it was wavy before. It's not now. And then this, I had to hit in because it was kinked out. So, yeah, it turned out good. This one as well turned out really good. The arch was messed up, and the whole end of this was messed up. And that's looking nice. As for the bumper, it looks good. I still need to... Oh, I want to hang this right in the middle between these. It makes sense. There we go. Now this rack is going to be nice for painting parts like this. So, yeah, I hung them up so we get good coverage. There is a couple areas that I was like, man, I wish that wasn't like that. But we're going to hit that with some touch-up paint, I believe, before we shoot the clear. So hopefully it'll look a little bit better. But a lot of that, I mean, that's actually covered, I believe so. But remember, we went with the original fenders because I need to blend the paint, okay? I need to blend across the bottom panel here. So we need to paint from here up on both of them. Because it's a tri-coat, so it's going to be very hard to match it because, like I said, it's a highly metallic tri-coat. Well, here you go. Well, I don't know how good that's even showing up, but it's metallic. Anyways, on the next episode, we're going to be painting these, which is tomorrow. I'm going to do it right after work because I think I have enough time to do it. If not, we're just going to stay up late, even though it's a school night. So if you like this video, smash that like button and consider subscribing. Hit that dislike button if your mom wants me to put my tow hook in. And we'll see you on the next episode of Alright. Sink. Exactly, sir. Are we supposed to be up on the sink? You're a big boy, and I know you get to do what you want, but you're not supposed to be up there. Get down, come on. No. Where are you going? You're so big. Why aren't you growing? What are you doing in your pen? Why do you hang out in there? Don't you like us? Look, I got a gray kitty. An ornery gray kitty. Do you see yourself? Stella's trying to get the scent of my feet off my sneakers. Every time I wear a pair of sneakers, I come in. She has to go rub one on when I come back in. Because my feet smell wonderful.
What?
Huh?
Yeah.
Where are you going, buddy? Ooh, okay. He's not having it. This is how he sleeps. Stewie. Hey. Oh, did I startle you? Do you want to end the episode? Don't give me that look. Do you want to end the episode since you're so frisky right now? Huh? Say bye-bye.